descending. Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of his broken hymn saying, none that this is who I am. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Dak Prescott's Cowboys going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Prescott now from the 50. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A good pickup there at 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Second down, Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Bailey missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. Room here to run. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Fournette, a first down carry, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Dallas Cowboys offense, they'll get ready to go again here in just a second. Earlier we were discussing the roller coaster ride a little bit that it's been for Dallas this year. And
yeah, and I know where you're going, too. You don't mind me jumping in, do you? I know exactly where you're going.
Because I didn't know where I was going. So.
You knew where you were going. You were thinking about Dak and Zeke.
Yeah.
Because Dak Prescott last season, phenomenal. Only threw 4 interceptions. Really made a lot of plays. Ezekiel Elliott was a big part of that, his ability to run the football. Well, you mentioned roller coaster, right? Zeke's in the lineup, Zeke's out of the lineup.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go now.
Fournette on the counter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with Ivory. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And the lead is now 2. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Throw for Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Prescott now on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott to throw it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Bortles now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
I'm talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of the half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, hey, in the spirit of the holidays, let's have some fun. You sent out something on social media last week I thought was great. You asked if Santa Claus was in the NFL, what position would he be playing?
Well, we got some great responses, too, on that one.
What was the theme?
A lot of people looked at him as a defender. 0 technique, where should be a nose guard, right, because of his bulk. Some people thought he'd be a great 3 technique. Somebody said, well, his footwork would be terrific. Santa's quicker than you'd think. And then some people had him on offense. But there were a few skeptics out there as well. Said, well, he can't really play. He gets carried around all the time by Rudolph and the rest of the crew. And I mean, you just name it. They had it. But it was a whole lot of fun to hear the responses on Santa. And some people even took it to, now, if Santa went to the combine, would he go every drill? Would he do all these things? And I was like, you know, this has actually been a whole lot of fun. And bottom line is, for me, Santa can play whatever position he wants.
Santa's my quarterback.
No doubt.
No question. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
Jaguar pressure on a Jaguar sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second down, Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
On that play.
There we go now.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, Charles, we've talked about controversial rules a lot this year, but in that Cowboys-Raiders game, Derek Carr going in to try to win the game, fumbled through the end zone. Of course, that's a touchback. The other team gets it. Is that a rule that you like? What do you think?
Listen, I'm actually for the rule staying as it is. And for Derek Carr, the unfortunate part was when he fumbled the football, right, pylon is the problem.
Yeah.
Because when you hit the pylon now and you don't have control of the ball, now you're through the end zone. If he fumbles the ball, doesn't hit the pylon, it's out of bounds at that spot. And if you have downs left, it's still your football. So it's risk-reward, just bad luck in some cases about where the ball actually ends up and what it hits on its way out. So I don't want to reward the offense anymore and give them extra opportunities. Ball comes out of his hands, hits the pylon, reward the defense. You help cause a fumble.
Yeah, it was just such a big week with the ruling catch, no catch, Pittsburgh, New England, and that play. And that was a big game for both of those teams.
It certainly was. You're talking about week 15 of the NFL season in 2017. You're exactly right. We'll look back at a couple of rulings that may have altered some teams' opportunities to make the playoffs.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Brad Nordman now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Prescott from the gun. Going deep here for Bryant. That's caught inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott flushed out right. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Uses the spin, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So that pass goes awry, but to make a quick pivot, before the game, you and I were going through the list of 1,000-yard receivers this year. Some familiar names, yes, but a couple that are back on the list and then a fresh face.
Yeah.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Telvin Smith, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Prescott now, and that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This from 36 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Bortles going to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but...
And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. A handoff left, Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, here's the option left. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this pass.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Check 3. Ace.
Bortles to throw on second down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Bortles now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now Bortles, got to have this one. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. To the air on second down. It's Bortles. And running with power here. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 58 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Bortles. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Elliott. Gets through, and now an opening. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Prescott here to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go. Green 90.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner. Get him.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now.
to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, great game.